out of the way. It's going to be a public access CNG station. University runs about 20% of its, 15% of its fleet, 30% of its transit vehicles now on CNG, which is a domestic fuel source, burns very clean, and saves us a lot of money. The pump price is $1.85 a gallon right now. So I think down the road we'll be giving you an update on that, but we're very excited to be moving forward with this kind of major milestone in a 10-year incremental build-out. So we're pretty happy. And if any of you want to see that station, give me a call and I'd be glad to show it to you on campus.
Go ahead.
Just one other point, briefly. Route 6, which is our bus route that connects Rochester and Parkington, we've made some proposal. We have a proposal out right now for public comment, arranging meetings in Farmington and Rochester for folks locally to come in and discuss the issues. Trying to extend our Route 6 bus from the Lilac Mall up to the Market Basket Plaza, which has been one of the top requests in the system. In order to do that, we've got to modify the route a little bit at Farmington, reduce some of the, what you could call duplication in Farmington we have right now. So hoping to implement that based on favorable comments in early December. Ridership last year was 465,000, which was up 12% from the year before, which is the 11th out of the last 12 years that we've set a record.
Bob?
A number of you might want to go out to GAO and look at a fairly new report, GAO 11918.
Tell people what GAO is.
General Accounting Office, Government Accounting Office, I'm sorry. I just found this literally within the last 3 days, something I wasn't clearly aware of, but I think it's important for this group to understand. There's a very interesting map in there. Every state is getting more back than it puts into the Highway Trust Fund. In New Hampshire's case, we're getting $1.29. Would like to mention specifically, however, that Alaska is getting back $4.99, and surprise, surprise, Washington, D.C. is getting back $5.85. But the underlying point is, despite the general perception, the Highway Trust Fund is returning more than $1 for every dollar collected in the state, essentially. And I wasn't sure a lot of people were aware of that. Very interesting report.
Thank you.
Ken?
I would like to go back to the announcement about the gas hearings. I have attended over the last number of years gas hearings, and it's been a pretty quiet, low-key event that not very many people attend. I think the last gas hearing, there were maybe 2 or 3 other people besides myself that came to share our thoughts and our feelings. So I was very excited after a conversation with my friend Bob, who is running for city council in Rochester, that he and a number of other people who are running for office are planning to attend the meeting that's occurring in Rochester. And I think this gets back to Ed's point that you can't make good decisions unless you have good information. And I guess what I'd like to suggest, if we can convey to Governor and Council, I'm not sure what the mechanism is, that there may be more people attending this hearing in Rochester than they might have expected in the past, and that it might make some sense to have a little bit of time to talk about what is gas, what's it all about, so that to the extent that people want to provide feedback, it's within the context of some knowledge. So I'm really excited that I might not be one of very few people actually attending the meeting this year, and I would encourage the rest of us, and Ed has been beating this drum for a while, that if we want to make sure that our elected officials are making good decisions on our behalf, not only do we need to be educated, but they need to be educated as well. And so to the extent that you know people, you might encourage them, to the extent that there are meetings still available, to attend those meetings so that they can participate meaningfully.
Any further comment? Seeing none, I believe that item 6 is complete, and we move to item 7, which is adjournment. Chair taking
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, is there a second? Is there a second? Okay. Okay, all the favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I don't think that many music songs. Well, better sounds like signs out of this.
I'll have to send you.